Welcome to the escape room. Enjoy the game.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Hi, welcome everybody to the DIU Escape Room Podcast. That's Bill.
And that is Dom.
I am Dom.
We are on a road trip.
Yes. Second podcast of our second road trip to Long Island.
Strong Island, baby.
We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually did 6 rooms just today.
Who's better than us?
And
not our record.
No, not a record. I think 7 in a day was our record. I believe it was. But we're going to talk about this place, and the place is called Can You Escape? And it's canyouescapeli.com.
Yep.
I don't even know if I really want to promote their website or anything like that.
I think you have to get the full feel of the experience.
You do. It's right here in Mineola, New York.
On Jericho Turnpike.
Yeah, I keep thinking that, like Long Island, it's its own city. It's just a area.
It's just a very long island.
Yeah.
Listen to the name.
I mean, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. And we were actually looking forward to doing at least 2 of these rooms.
Yes.
And we were able to fit one of them in, called the Subway.
Yep.
We did this almost because of anticipation of Trap's room that they've been working on for the last 3 years. Yeah,
Tremors on the Tracks.
And then we also did called the Terminal.
Yep.
In Escape Rooms, Connecticut, and Orange, Connecticut.
And then we also did the Disney-inspired one.
That train one, yeah. We did Budapest Train.
Yeah.
But I was more trying to keep Subway together than anything else.
Well, the description of this reminds me of
the Disney one.
Of the Disney-inspired one.
It does. This one here, you can fit 2 to 5 people, and they're charging $35 a person.
Yes, they are.
Which
is steadily becoming the average of what we've been.
Yeah,
it's the higher.
There's
mid to higher.
Some have pay scales, or price scales, but this one. Let me just tell you the quick story here. While traveling on the subway, there's been an emergency. You're stuck with another train coming straight toward you. You have 60 minutes to escape before the trains collide. Can you escape in time?
That sounds like a really cool room. Could we go play that?
Yeah, we did go play that.
That's not the game I played.
Well, right. It was just a weird setup of a room. Like, you got in there and you're in a train car that has no windows. Subways have windows.
I know. It didn't look like a train car except for a pole.
But to me, it almost looked like a bus.
It looked like a waiting room.
A waiting room, or even a bus that has, like, tinted windows that, like the screening on the side where you could see out, but people really can't see in, so it's almost like a wall. And then there's graffiti all over. Yeah, I know there's graffiti in subways and this and that, but I don't know. I've never seen that much graffiti.
No, the graffiti that they had in Connecticut at the
terminal.
Yeah. Was really nice graffiti.
It was artsy.
It was
really
professionally done.
Yes.
It was very 80s stylish graffiti.
Well, the room was based in the 80s anyway, but yes.
It was
graffiti really hasn't changed over the years, to be quite honest with you.
This was people just tagging their name up there. Not even a fancy tag, just
It was just there was a couple phone numbers. Okay,
Well, I didn't get
that.
all the phone numbers. I don't
know. There was a lot of phone numbers in. No, there wasn't a lot of phone numbers. There was only like 2, but we only used 1 in terminal. And you didn't even use a phone number in here.
No.
There was. We started off. She had the game master. I believe her name was Jessica.
Jessica, yes.
And
nice girl, friendly.
Yeah, she was very friendly. And she started out explaining.
Wait, you're getting way, way ahead of yourself. Way ahead of yourself.
Explaining the room to us?
What happened before we got into the room?
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
So now this place, one of the reasons that we picked it.
Let's walk it back. Yep.
Was it was very close to where we're staying.
Yeah, 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
And the description and the website sounded great. I think everyone should go to the website to look at it because
it's a really good website.
It's a good website, and whoever designed it really did a hell of a job selling their ass off.
Yeah, selling deception.
So we book it online, and we head down there, and it's only 10 minutes from here. 15 minutes, whatever.
We left 20 half hour before we needed to even check in because you got to check in 15 minutes.
So
early.
I put it into Waze, and it takes us right to the parking lot that they show the picture of online.
Yeah,
of the shopping center.
It's a Chinese shopping center.
Yes,
or Oriental
shopping
center.
And lo and behold, there's no escape room there. Even though it's the shopping center that's pictured on the internet. So we start driving around, and what do we see?
The motorhome.
The big motorhome, very fancy, nice, shiny, with their lettering on it for this escape company, because they do off-site rooms.
Coming soon, yeah.
I guess. Looks like they spent a ton of money on it. It looks very professional. We're very excited. Because it looks very legitimate.
Yep.
But still, no doorway. Yep. No signage. No nothing. So we call them to ask, hey, where are you?
We've been out here for...
We've been out here for 15, 20 minutes.
Left a voicemail.
And
nobody answered the phone.
No one got back. No one answered the phone. No one got back. So we started driving around the neighborhood, and
we pull over on the side of the road.
You know, a block down the road, we found it.
Yeah,
4
storefronts way down.
You know, a little hole in the wall storefront, but that's fine.
Very hard to see if it didn't happen to notice it.
Yeah, it was. We would drive right by it, but a lot of them that we play, to be honest. Sometimes they're just... Yeah. You just see the door, little tiny sign.
They're hidden away.
Yeah. So, we park in their front parking lot, hold a couple cars, walk in, and it seemed a little sketchy.
Yeah, they had a lobby with like an office.
And I mean, we had that sketchy vibe since we... were driving around looking for it because it wasn't where it was supposed to be. So it seemed a little bit sketchy. As soon as we walked in, a minute or two later, the game master comes out. Are you 9 o'clock? Yes, we are. And then there you go.
Oh, okay. You're here for Subway. Oh, is it just you two? Well, we only booked 2 people.
Yep.
So how many people are you expecting, first of all? I said, all right. Right down this way. We walk into a closet.
Yeah.
Maybe a walk-in closet, but a closet. I mean, this room, I've seen hotel bathrooms that were bigger than this room.
I've been in walk-in closets that were bigger.
Yeah. You walk in, okay, now we get back to where I was talking about it.
But, you know what? One of the best games we've played was an elevator that was very small.
Yeah.
So size could be deceiving when it comes to games.
Can be.
But this is a Subway.
Not this one. I was under the impression that we would be probably in a subway car. Not what it... Yeah, the whole thing was grayed out. You had 8 seats there, a pole to stand on, or to hold on to if you wanted to, She explained almost every aspect of every puzzle in this game before we started.
Yes.
She told us pretty much everything we needed to do before the game even started.
Yep.
And okay. That's fine. You want to give us warnings, this, that, the other thing. There's a book bag in there. She says most people overlook it.
Yep.
She didn't even ask if we ever did an escape room before. Almost everywhere we've gone, they've always asked, "Have you ever done an escape room?" Da,
yep.
da, da, da. And we usually tell them, "Yeah, 1 or 2 here." They're joking around, and we're like, "No, we're up. We're up in a few hundreds or whatever." And so she just didn't. She told us almost every single puzzle in there. And she's like, "You have to be very fast." And you and me just looked at each other like, "Yeah, we're quick, but we're not that fast."
Right. If you don't do it quick enough, then it resets itself, and
right, which is most puzzles as it is. So okay, whatever. So she explained a bunch of stuff to us. She told us the story, and we're on our way. First thing I do is I look at the backpack. First thing you do, you found the door that opens.
Yep.
You pulled something out, whatever it was. I pulled something out, and the backpack had a lock on it. Now we're kind of just stuck, and we're looking around, and it's like, okay, I see a bunch of the same graffiti, just in different colors, and
yep,
this, that, the other thing, and we probably wasted a good 5 minutes of the start time just looking around.
I'd say, sir.
And all of a sudden, she nudges us with a little hint on the screen. You have to look for an outlaw.
Yeah. That's where the sketchiness
That's
really
where it started
kicking in.
Outlaw? Where in the hell do you need to find an outlaw on a subway?
Well, first of all, how would you know
to look for an outlaw?
That you needed to look for an outlaw.
And then she told us, well, the outlaw's for the backpack.
And how would you know that?
Right.
Nowhere in the description did they say that.
Not at all. So we're looking around, and I really don't want to give a spoiler for it.
I think we should just say the whole room.
Yeah, you want to do it?
We haven't done that in a long time, if we've ever done it.
We've never, ever done it. We've given some spoilers to some answers to puzzles, but we never gave a full spoiler of a room.
We'll go lightly. We'll tread lightly.
Okay. Well, this was a huge, huge leap. Okay? Now, you go through all the graffiti.
We don't have to say who the outlaw was.
Okay. Because technically, we were talking about in the car, he's not an outlaw.
No.
He's a vigilante.
Yes. Which there's a difference.
Yes. We see Chino.
Yeah.
We see Zorro. We see
Frankie.
We see a bunch of different names.
Yeah.
And this lock has letters and numbers. Okay. Then she says, oh, it's an outlaw, and it's written in yellow and pink. Okay.
Which, a lot of things up there were written
in yellow,
in
and then
different
there was another one that
multicolors.
was in pink, and then there's this. And
Frankie was, Chino was, a number of people were.
Right. And it just, the only outlaw we found it.
Yep.
And I'm not, I won't tell you, because we kind of already did, but it doesn't make sense.
She told us who it was.
That we were right.
Yeah, she says, oh, you said it.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, which one? We're naming things on the wall.
Right.
And then she typed the name on the screen. And that's how we came up with that.
Yeah. And it's like, really? Like, I would never think of an outlaw that has nothing to do with a subway.
As far from a subway as you can get.
Most outlaws that you would think of are from Western times.
Well, I would have thought if they...
That's the first thing I think of is Westerns.
Yeah, no, I thought there was some up there that seemed to be more gang-related up there. That's what I
Chino.
thought. Yeah.
Chino. And that was a 5-letter... Chino. Yeah, that was a 5-letter word. And I don't know.
Anyways.
It was such a leap. Why would this outlaw even be a part of a subway? It just doesn't make sense.
Anyways, we opened it up.
Yeah, we got it open, found a notebook. That was probably the only thing that was good, was that notebook.
Yeah, and there were only 2 pages in it that were written on.
And we figured it out.
After
that, we jump onto... We're lost, really. We find something, we can't use it yet. And then all of a sudden, there's a 4-button puzzle.
Yep.
So,
well, wait.
Go ahead.
It's a notebook. It's a...
Oh, in the backpack was also a piece of scrap envelope
yeah,
that I thought we needed. It had a postmark on it and everything. I thought we were going to need that for a number or code or something.
It's a full notebook that 2 pages were written on. What they gave us to write on was this little scrap piece of a corner of an envelope.
That had writing on it already.
She opened the door and came in and said, because I was going to write on my hand.
Right.
Which I've done before.
Yep.
And she goes, oh, no, I don't want you to, get ink all over you. And she says, that's what this paper's for. And we're like, there's a whole notebook here. That's what that's for?
Yeah.
But, okay, it is what it is.
So we get to this 4-button puzzle. And you hit...
Simon Says.
It is a Simon Says, but you only have to Simon Says once. But you hit the button, and now you got to write down this pattern that can be anything from 4 to 20 different combinations. And it went so quick.
You couldn't say them as fast as it was
doing.
We tried writing it down.
It could have been blinking. It was 4 in a row. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of each other. All red buttons, too, on top of it.
Yeah.
I think it would have been quicker to go green, 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 green 4 times, red 4 times, stuff like that. There's 4 red buttons. You hit it, and they went so freaking quick. You're like, okay. So you put it in wrong so you could start it again. Every time you had to restart that prop, it was a different code. And it's like, really? Then she comes in, she goes, well, just take a video of it.
Yep.
Okay. I took a video of it. And mind you, you're not supposed to use your phones in here. You're not supposed to take pictures. You're not supposed to take videos.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da. And I still couldn't do it.
No.
She came in. She took a video of it with her phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then went frame by frame.
And she still couldn't do it.
She had to take 3 different videos to do it.
It took her 3 or 4 tries to do it.
And you even offered her $10 just to trip it from the office.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't trip it from the office. Okay. But she also said, well, I had to come in and do it before, too. Well, that should tell you something right off the rip.
Now, this puzzle, when it's done and solved, triggers a door.
Yep.
Now, she says, oh, by the way, you have to be ready at the door. Because when it triggers, you have to open it right then, or else you have to redo the puzzle again.
Right.
It doesn't open, it will just relock itself.
Exactly.
You only have a couple seconds to open the door.
Yeah. It was...
So my job was to stand there putting pressure on the door handle so that...
Keeping the door open so it would open.
When it clicked, I could open it. While you and her
were trying to figure out this code.
We're trying, and you couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. It always bothers me to no end when a game master cannot solve their own puzzle the first time. That's your only job, is to know how this game runs.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
you can't do it, there's a problem.
Yep. You're right.
So, anyways,
We got the door open.
get the door open.
Next thing we know, there was a couple other puzzles in there that actually it worked, and we did it, and we had to use a map, and we hate maps, especially when you gotta use you gotta use your phone to superimpose everything, to magnify it all. And it's like, really? God damn it. Like, why can't you're making this room. Now, I understand you want to make it as realistic as possible, but this was not as a realistic subway car. Blow up the damn map a little bit. We had to find pieces of a map for later on.
Yep.
Blow up the pieces. But there was one puzzle you used a tape measure. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Same map. We had to get 3 numbers for something. Follow some train to the end, and you got 3 numbers. It worked.
It did work.
Then we started gathering these pieces of the maps, Metro cards, and nobody said how many Metro cards you needed to find.
Before that, though,
Yeah.
there was the seats.
Right, and there was no rhyme or reason when you could do the seats. Like, this was a non-linear, it was a linear but non-linear room. It was
Right.
really weird. There was a picture off to the side, and I know it doesn't chap your ass, but it does mine. Numbers on dark clothing. Dark numbers on dark clothing.
Yeah, that didn't bother me.
But she says you have to be quick. So you got to do 4 times, 1 time, 3 times, whatever it is.
They were pressure sensitive.
Yeah, they were pressure switches is what they were.
Yeah, and you had to sit down, stand up, and
Sit down, stand up. So you had to do
which is fine.
Yep.
Cool concept for a game.
Yep.
But she made it extremely clear, had to be done quickly,
Yes.
or else that prop was going to reset itself, and you'd have to do it again.
And we did it minimum of 4 to 5 times.
With her.
She did it three or 4 times with us.
Right. First she was in the room when we were doing it, and then she decided to help us,
Yep.
and still couldn't get
Couldn't get it open.
it right. Come to find out, we were doing it too fast.
Yes. So you had to sit down for a second, stand up. Sit
Yeah.
down for a second, stand up. Where we were kind of bouncing on it quick.
Because
Finally, something opened, which was another number pad. Because when we opened the other closet,
all that was in there.
all was in there was a piece of was a order of trains,
Yep.
train rails, or tracks, whatever they were, and I think a map piece and a keypad.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. No light in there. No nothing. And all you could do is barely fit one person standing up in there.
Yep.
So he came out, opened up the other one from the seats, another number pad down there. Okay. What goes where? Okay. Tracks. Okay. So we got to find these tracks. There's 2 greens, 2 reds, a yellow, and a blue. Okay. Well, apparently, you had to put those laminated pieces of map together, which you have a good 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch, or 3/8 of an inch of laminate around the actual map.
Yep. Because that's how laminating machines work.
Right. Now you got to try to put those together and overlap everything.
Right.
And we're looking at this map, and we're looking, and we figured out what we needed to get.
Yes.
But 2 of the numbers, well, one of the numbers wasn't circled. Actually, I think it was the blue one, too, wasn't even circled. It was like half circled in a way. It was weird. But one number wasn't circled whatsoever because we couldn't find it.
Yep.
I took a picture of the map. I still have a picture of it together. So, magnified it out to see what I could find. You found the circled ones, but there was no way of telling what order they went in. Like the 2 greens.
And there were multiple
green, multiple
colors.
red.
Yeah, colors were used multiple times, and each time they were a different number. So how do you know if it's a 2 or a 3? If it's
in that order, right? You don't know what
you
order
have
it is.
no idea.
None. And all along, she's pushing us through this room, just almost on every puzzle, giving us pretty
Basically
much
the answer.
all along throughout this room. And, I think she wanted to get home. I don't think she wanted the 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock booking. She wanted to get the hell out of there. It is what it is. So we figure out what's got to get punched in.
Yep.
To the keypad under the seats, which triggered something. I don't even remember what that triggered. But we open and we finally get the right combination. And I think she even came in the room for the map one, for the final combination. A door opens. Okay, you won. See you guys later.
Yep.
What do you mean we won? Like,
Yeah.
we had, no lie, two of us, with her pushing us through, which, okay, I understand we get a little nudge here or there, but not on every single goddamn puzzle.
Yep.
We still had 18 minutes left over on this game.
Yes.
And you know what?
Now,
It just sucked.
to go back,
Yes.
while traveling on this is from their website, the
Right.
description. While traveling on the subway. Okay, was it a subway car? That's up for interpretation. I'll give it to them.
Yes.
Okay. There's been an emergency, and you're stuck with another train coming straight towards you.
Right.
There was no indication of
There was
any
no
train.
windows, no nothing.
You have 16 minutes to escape before the trains collide. There was no indication of another train. No indication of any way to stop your train.
No ambient noise in the
There was no
background.
noise.
No nothing.
Nothing to show you could stop your train to get off it. There was nothing.
Nothing. What they did is they painted a room gray, put some subway seating in or bus seating in, and just threw a bunch of props in there and left it alone.
Yeah.
And threw a train track map, 2 of them in there, and here you go. Here's your room.
Yep. Now, if you are a listener of ours and a fan of ours, we thank you for that.
Yes.
And you know that we really don't like giving spoilers. Once in a while we do. We talked about what we were going to say about this place, and even if we were going to review it, and
yeah.
I felt personally you guys deserve to hear
The truth.
the truth about this place.
And
And
an honest answer.
we don't,
Honest
there's a
review.
lot of places that we review where we sound very, everything's rainbows and, and it's
Rainbows and
100%.
kittens.
They all can't be home runs. It takes a room like this to make the other rooms that much better.
I think I have. They all can't be home runs, but this one was really.
Yeah.
It was really.
And out of 250 some odd 260 rooms, we figured out it's in the 1 percentile.
It is. It really is.
Now, maybe their other rooms are fantastic.
Yeah.
We will never know that.
We'll never know because most of them you can only book 4 people. There's
And-
only one other room that you could book a 2-person, and we like a good bomb room as much as another person.
Yep.
But after this one that you can book for 2 people, I don't even want to book another room there.
No.
I'm afraid what that bomb is going to be like.
Not at, for $35 a person, for what that was, there's other places that I would much rather have been. And, so that's what it is.
Yeah. And so to really sum it all up.
Now, I will say,
What?
she was a very friendly girl.
She was.
Had that going for her.
Yeah.
That's about it.
But all in all, can you escape the subway? This really just sums it right up for you.
And
You won't let me hit the damn sound bites. Come on.
we went to another place after,
I don't care. We can talk about that later.
and they said they had the same experience.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So,
now, can I hit my soundbite, please?
well, yeah, no.
This sums it right up for you.
You blew it!
Does that make you happy?
It does now, because I can use my sound bites now.
No, you got your sound bites.
Got my sound bites. That and...
I know guys on crack that makes more sense than you.
You're right.
Not you, but...
No, but
that place.
100% right.
Right. You know,
Surprised we didn't find crack vials in there.
actually, it probably would have spruced up the subway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a great one.
I don't even know what else to promote here. Yeah, that's it for Can You Escape.
Let us know what you think.
Play at your own risk. Yeah, let us know.
Let us know if you've played it. Let us know if we're wrong.
Yeah.
Let us know
give us some feedback on this.
Tell us we're totally right. Whatever.
And so, other than that,
that's it.
That is it. Check out DIUEscapeCrew.com. I always plug it. Get your swag there. All the links except for this place will be, of all companies we've done, will be up on our companies we've played. It will be updated soon. And like I said, you get your swag, you see pictures, you can do whatever you want to do.
Got Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, check it out. DIU Escape Crew. Crew spelt just like Motley Crue.
CRUE.
Where is it? No. Oh.
Yes.
That was worth it.
That was worth it. Other than that, I think that's it. I'm not promoting our sister podcast on this one. It's just not worth it.
There you go. Well, you know what? That's Don.
Yeah, that's Phil.
That is me.
Man. Adios.
Until next time. Peace out.
Peace.